Bird is the word. Let's talk about the birds, which have taken over the Brown house. First of all, I don't know what happens when you become a certain age. All of a sudden, in my age of possibilities, I have become keenly aware of the activities of bird life, and I am fascinated to a point where not only did my family buy me bird houses so that I can actually watch the bluebirds, we did the research to find out where to put them and why. We've done all we can to make sure that they're maintained and they're beautiful, and we have attracted bluebirds that are also becoming a little bit on the extinct list. So it is so good to see them coming and nesting in our bird houses. These are not specifically bird houses that are for bluebirds, but they are wooden with a metal roof construction from our Garden Reflections collection. We're offering these for $15.98. You can choose the mint and yellow birdhouse, which is what you're looking at here. So the galvanized metal roof, which is done in a way that has a little bit of a patina and age to make it look like a little bit more rustic. Love too, it has the a three-dimensional metal bird that sits on top of this beautiful flower. You'll also notice on the side another little three-dimensional flower. Even the opening actually has a little bit of a three-dimensional flower ring. Those are all designed to give the birds an opportunity to perch, so they don't just have to sit on the house. They can sit on the edge in the front. They can sit on the different appliques, basically. And they're designed to be flexible, so there's some movement there as well. The back of this, all just plain, looks kind of like a shiplap wood construction, and there is a little bird perch in the front. The other color choice is what we're calling the orange pink. So this one actually has the galvanized roof in more of a red or rust tone. Again, aged to make it look like it's got a little patina. There's that additional bird applique. And then you've got the perch points with the bird, with the flower on the side, on the front, and of course the little perch right below the window. In terms of maintenance, there really isn't any with the birdhouse. They're relatively easy to empty out and clean. You're just literally going to, dump these at the end of the spring season or whatever, and try to clean them out so that the birds can start a new nest. They're going to stand at about 10 inches in height, approximately 6 inches east to west, and they'll support up to 6 pounds. So from the weight of this, which is probably in the 3 or 4 pound range, once the nest is inside, it will hold whatever the birds put in. And watching that process is also something that I really enjoy. You'll see the birds come in, you'll see them adding to the nest. They usually alternate, but with the male and female doing different parts of the job of building the nest. And then once the nest is formed and the chicks are hatched, you'll start to hear when the mother and father bring food to them, you'll hear the rustling of the birds on the inside, which is also very cool. Try to stay away from them and let Mother Nature do their thing. But it's a fun way to encourage activity of birds in your patio, backyard, garden, or whatever. And they're also just a really welcome addition of color to your backyard space as well. So we have bluebirds in nest on one side. The little chickadees, the little red chickadees, really have taken over the other side of the property, and watching them and how fast they are, and they're just constantly active. I also have sparrows that have come back, so we get to watch sparrows. Of course, the beasts, the hawks, are also very prevalent in the backyard. Usually when the hawks are around, There's not a whole lot of other activity. Everybody's cleared out, but I mean, I love them. We've had eagles that have landed in our backyard and cranes. So it's a bird habitat and I absolutely love it. So choose from the pink or the pink orange or the mint and yellow. All right, come on in here and take a load off. Let's sit